there was a recession, depression, and then 2020-21, roughly 13 to 15 years, there was Corona. So now roughly 20, 33, 35, probably you'll get an opportunity to get into stock market at a very cheap cost. So the history repeats, which has relevance today, and it can actually forecast the future. And so with this, I would request our guests to introduce. We had already had some casual introductions. Probably quickly you could introduce, if you're a Toastmaster, kindly introduce yourself and your club. And if you're a guest, kindly introduce yourself and how did you come to know about Toastmasters. So probably we can start with Nitya Selvan. May I request Nitya Selvan to introduce yourself?
Good morning, Toastmaster. So I'm Nitya Selvan. Hope everyone can hear me loud and
Yes,
sound.
yes.
Thank you so much for welcoming us. And so I have 14 years of experience with US Healthcare Revenue Cycle Management Project. And I ended up with Wake Up Chennai Toastmasters Club through Google search. I'm residing in Madipakam, and I was looking for some events which could enhance my talent of speaking in front of people. So I ended up with Wake Up Chennai Toastmasters Club, which has a good track record also. So looking forward for more events. And I should have joined in person today, but I was unfortunate that I couldn't make it today. But from next week, I'll be joining directly instead of joining online, which would be more effective for my purpose here. And so looking forward. Thank you so much for all the Toastmasters.
All right, all right. Thank you. Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot. Now, may I request Anbarasan to introduce yourself?
Sure, but I already introduced myself last week before I was joined as a guest. Today also I joined as a guest. Okay. Anyhow, my name is Anbarasan. I'm residing in Mbakam. So I have around 8+ years of experience in IT industries. So recently I became a team leader in to communicate well, to enhance my communication skill. So I want to join a Toastmasters. So that's what I landed here.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Umarani, would you like to introduce yourself? You were joined last week also. Would you like to introduce yourself?
Sir, good morning, sir. My name is Umar Anin. I am an advocate. Advocate. I joined recently, 20 days before, sir.
All right. Thanks. Thanks, Umarani. Thanks a
Thank
lot.
you. Okay. Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
And we have distinguished Toastmaster Thomas Abraham from Medley Toastmasters. Today he's a speaker. And we have TM Manoj from TCS Maitri Toastmasters Club as an evaluator. I'm sure we will take the feedback from them towards the end of the meeting. So now let's get going. And we have an interesting person as our Toastmaster of the day today. I'm sure it's very, very interesting because he's 55 years young and he's from Hyderabad. And his hobbies are reading various books on spirituality, personal transformation, and focus on personal fitness and health. So keen to work issues on related to climate change, global warming, and he loves music of all genres: Indian classical, ghazals, rock, and fusion. And aspire to be a lifelong learner, admire APJ Abdul Kalam and Steve Jobs, and looking forward to to start his entrepreneurial journey as well. So he's the vice president membership of our club. So I call him vice president magnificent because he is one person who is instrumental in turning around the club. We added a lot of members, been in regular touch with our guest members, and that had made a huge impact in the club. So he's one of the greatest pillars of our club. And You can see the bridge in his wallpaper, and I think that is a metaphor for who he is. And so let's put our hands together to welcome Satish Kumar as the TM Modi. Over to you, sir.
Thank you so much, GTM Alex, the presiding officer of the day, for that nice introduction and overwhelmed with that. Thank you so much. Good morning, Toastmasters and guests. Welcome to the meeting 297. We are here standing today in this infinite time and space. Where are we today? The human scientists are still trying to figure out when and where did it all begin. And there are umpteen number of predictions where it is going to end. Why I say human scientists is because we do not know what our species or what other species are researching about in this limitless time and space. The fact is that everything is evolving. In this unknown infinite time and space, again, the infinite itself is a creation of human being. Where are we? Where am I? This is a question to ponder with for all of us. I request one and all to just take time of 15 seconds and think in silence. Then maybe you can give your views. Timer, please start 15 seconds timer. Timer Shivakumaran?
Yeah, it is. Can I start it now or when you want to do
Yeah,
it?
yeah, go ahead.
Okay. The time starts now. Yeah, the time is over.
Thank you, Shivakumaran. So, any answers, any thoughts? Anyone volunteering? Where are we today?
We are enjoying the blend of tradition and technology.
Okay, thanks, Alex. Anyone else? Okay, so we'll move on. We are standing where we are at this point in time, always sandwiched between the past and the future, called the current is called now. It is 100 years of Toastmasters history that has given us this platform now, today, to be a confident speaker and a leader in making. Based on this thought, I have themed this meeting, History, the Best Guide to the Future. Without history, we have not reached this point, right? As I speak, we are creating history ourselves. Every moment that is passing on is added to the history books. This is the time for us, all of us, to act. This moment is the only chance for us to script the future from what we have learned from the history. The only reference book that is written by I, me, and you, isn't it? With this note, we move ahead with the proceedings of the meeting 297. And in Toastmasters meetings, generally we have alternate weeks, a regular meeting and a special meeting. Today is a regular meeting with prepared speech section where 2 or 3 speakers will be speaking. And there's another table topic session where impromptu speeches are given by the table topic master and the members and the guests are asked. allowed to speak for 2 to 3 minutes. I'm supported in this meeting by the general evaluator, an enthusiastic and high energy leader, a software professional who played many roles in the software industry in India and abroad, and who redefines the word retirement. I'm still figuring out from where so much energy is drawn. To be in this role of President of Division I, District 120 of Toastmasters, let us please welcome with a big applause to DTM Priyank.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the Day, Toastmaster Satish, for the warm welcome on a cool morning here on Wednesday. Happy to see all you here. Good morning, everyone, and thank you for waking up early and being here. I will be serving as the general evaluator for today's meeting. To do my job, I have the support of two beautiful and amazing team. The first team is called as the tag team, Timer, R Counter, and Grammarian. Today, Toastmaster Sivakumaran will be serving as the timer. He is an MCA graduate working in IT sector for 14 years as a functional consultant specializing in SCM and costing verticals. He is a fitness enthusiast with other hobbies of watching movies and interested in reading books. Timer Toastmaster Sivakumaran, can you please brief your objective for today's role?
Yeah. Good morning, everyone. As a timer today, I will be timing the planned agenda of prepared speech, evaluation speech, then a table topic speech. I will alert each speaker of the time they left using green, amber, and red signals. So if a speaker has taken beyond 30 seconds after the maximum time, I have to interrupt and stop the speaker, and it may lead to disqualification. The speech will not be considered for ranking. So the time limit for prepared speech, if it is in the introduction, then it will be 5 minutes will be green, 6 minutes will be yellow, and 7 minutes will be red. If I am wrong, kindly correct me. So evaluation, it is 2 minutes, 2:30 and 3 minutes in red. And table topics, we will be having 1 minute, 1 minute green, 1.5 yellow, and 2 minutes red. Yeah, this is my timer report, Priya.
Thank you, Toastmaster Sivakumaran, for briefing about the timer's role. May I now request the R counter, Toastmaster Santosh, who is working as a project manager in TCS. The father of two daughters. He is passionate about public speaking, fitness, and he likes to walk, jog, and run. He also loves to read books. Can you please brief about the R counter role for today's meeting, Toastmaster Santosh?
Yes, thank you for the introduction, TM Priyank. Good morning, everyone, once again. So my role is today as an R counter. The purpose of the R counter is to note words and sounds that are used as a crutch or pause filler by anyone who speaks. During the meeting, I will listen for overused words, including and, well, but, so, and you know. I will also listen for filler sounds, including and er. I will also note when a speaker repeats a word or phrase such as I, or this means. At the end of the meeting, I will report the number of times that each speaker used these expressions. Thank you, and thank you. Over to you, DTM Prem.
Thank you, Toastmaster Santosh, for briefing about the R counter's role. May I now invite the grammarian Toastmaster Karthik, who is sailing as Chief Engineer in Merchant Navy and also a fitness enthusiast. I see there are a lot of fitness enthusiasts in Wake Up Chennai Toastmasters Club, and he is also one among them. Nice to see. Can you please brief about the grammarian's role for today, Toastmaster Karthik?
Thank you, General Evaluator. Good morning, fellow Toastmasters and guests. As grammarian, it is my responsibility to pay close attention to all the speakers, listening carefully to their language usage, I will take note of any improper language as well as any outstanding words, quotes, sayings, or thoughts. As grammarian, it is also my duty to introduce the word of the day. For today's meeting, the word is euphoria. Euphoria is a noun meaning an excited state of joy, a feeling of intense happiness. For example, he was in absolute euphoria when he won the first prize in table topics contest. Each speaker is encouraged to use the word of the day while they speak. At the end of the report, when called upon by the general evaluator, I shall present my grammarian report and I shall post the word of the day in the chat for your reference. Thank you, and over to you, DTM, general evaluator.
Thank you, Toastmaster Karthik, for briefing about the grammarian's role. And I will be also evaluating the meeting as a whole and providing the positives that happened today and any room for improvement or constructive feedback towards the end of the meeting. And the second team of evaluators will be presented during the third section of the meeting. I would now like to pass the control over to the Toastmaster of the day with the euphoria of being serving as the general evaluator. Over to the Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Satish Kumar.
Thank you so much, DTM Priyank, for that introduction about roles and the team who is supporting us in this meeting. Now I'd like to invite a very important member of Wake Up Chennai Toastmasters Club, the founding member, a serial entrepreneur and a first generation entrepreneur who has seen the length and breadth of the startups and the IT industry 3 decades back. And he has been supporting the Wake Up Chennai Toastmasters, and he has played many roles in the club as well as at district level. He was a former president of the district 120. Let us welcome DTM Satish Menon as speaker one. And his speech is evaluated. The evaluator for DTM Satish Menon is who is evaluating? I'm sorry, there is no.
Yes, Sir Vijay Kumar.
Vijay, yeah.
Toastmaster Vijay Kumar, over to you.
Yeah, thank you, Toastmaster Satish Kumar. The speech is about from the pathway presentation mastery level 1, and the project is icebreaker. The title of the speech is growing up in 70s. The title is growing up in 70s. Over to you, DTM Satish Menon sir, for his speech. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. As a person who was born in the late 60s, I am a Generation X, as they would call. And I grew up in the maximum city, which is otherwise called Mumbai. Now, growing up in maximum city had its own uniqueness way back in the early 70s. For one, I grew up in an apartment complex where my neighbors were people from all across India. So we had 16 apartments there, and every apartment had somebody who was from a different part of India. So what that helped me is to understand a lot of languages very easily. Today, when people fight over languages, for me, it was a choice of wanting to learn more than one language. So much so that today I can speak or understand more than 5 Indian languages other than my mother tongue, Hindi and English. And it all came very naturally. Where you talk about oneness of India, that oneness of India was there in the apartment complex where I stayed. Growing up in the 70s, we had no social media. We had only the black and white television, but that was also the privilege of people who had a lot of money at that point of time. So for the rest of us, it was only about reading, starting from the daily newspapers, which we had to compulsorily read before we go to school, because you never know who would get pulled out from the assembly and told to come on stage and said, what is the first article that you read in the newspaper today? So reading the newspaper was very, very important for all of us. And that is what today, when we say that if you want to develop your language, we say in Toastmasters, go read the newspaper. We were reading it way back in the 70s. Then came sports. Like I said, no social media, no TV. What do? You only play once you come off from school. And Mumbai, the best sport, without any guesses, was cricket. So you played cricket everywhere. You played cricket on the ground. You played cricket on a busy road. You played cricket inside the staircase of your building. You played cricket inside your home. Just ensuring that you don't break anything, right from the neighbor's glasses to your own showcase glass or the windshield of cars that are parked on the road. Now, that's a history behind that. If you look at Sunil Gavaskar, who was famous for his straight drive, Sunil Gavaskar says that he learned the straight drive playing on the streets of Mumbai, where the rule was you can only hit the ball straight. You don't hit it sideways because you'll end up breaking somebody's glass. So that was the sport that all of us played. And we played very regularly. It was like in the evening, 2 to 3 hours was dedicated only for cricket. Studies, we had very good teachers who taught us subjects, and we were told that you should get an education and you should not study for marks. Today's theme was about history. So I very well remember we had a principal who was a Jesus priest. He taught history so well that even today I can recollect world history from any part of the world. Because when he taught, he never thought to say that you should go write these questions in an exam. For him, it was only about teaching. And that was true for all the teachers. At that young age, even the teachers encouraged us to stand up and question them, which I look today, this world is very different. Here, if you ask questions, people start complaining and tell that you are not a good leader. There, we were told to stand up and ask questions. If something is wrong, stand up and say it is wrong. And that is what stayed in all of us from that point of time. Nobody fought for marks. Now, if you're not fighting for marks, you're basically getting an education. And when I look back at my college school batch today, those who were at the first of the class, those who were at the bottom of the class in terms of marks, all of them are successful in their own ways. So, which went on to prove the point that marks don't mean anything in life. So that's what something that we learned. Traveling in and around Mumbai at that point of time was very seamless. Bombay is the only city in the world where people stand, or city in India, sorry, where people stand in the line to board a bus. You break a line and you will get the choicest of flowery languages coming at you from all sides. Any bus stop, there will be a line to board the bus. Obviously, the bus system was called BEST, which today also is called as BEST. The local trains, you set your watch based on the local trains. Even today, if it's a 9:52, the train will roll in at 9:52. People used to work backwards. If I have to catch the 9:57 local, they will work backwards to say what time they should leave home. And they will all go to the same train every day they go to work. So much so that once you retire from work, you get two send-offs, one at your office and one at the train, which you are traveling every day, because people on the train will say, we won't see you tomorrow on the same train again. That teaches you discipline. Another things that the city teachers taught me is not to be kind of wary about titles. The Bombay is a city where they will only value you for your work. They are not worried about what titles you wear. Where I grew up, when the college I studied, I had a lot of famous film actors of today who were my batchmates. And their parents were successful film actors at that point of time. But if you look at them at that point of time, they were very common people. They never had the airs that their mother or father was a famous film actor. So much so that some of the kids will board BST buses to go back home. So that's what the city taught me, to say have respect for people's work, don't be afraid of titles that you wear on the back. And as the city grew and as we grew, I found out that there is one place in India where you want to kind of become successful. That is Mumbai, because that is where it will teach you that your worth comes upon what you are and not by what is the title that you wear or from where you come from. Thank you, and back to you, Toastmaster of the Day.
Thank you so much, TM Satish Menon, for that inspiring speech about discipline and sticking to the rules where you live. Now, I'd like to invite speaker number 2 for the day, Vigneshwar.
Sorry, sir, I'm not giving the speech. I'm not giving the speech.
So he is not
I'm
giving the
dropping.
speech.
Yeah.
Okay, now that gives us more time to hear from Mr. Thomas Abraham, DTM, from Medley Toastmasters, who's a vivid speaker. I still remember one of the guest speeches he has given and told us to. Always great. Happy morning, then a good morning. Thank you so much, DTM Thomas Abraham, for making your time to join us as a guest and accepting to give the speech. Over to you, DTM Thomas Abraham.
So in the call, the evaluator, Anuradha is the evaluator.
Okay, I would like Anuradha to give a brief introduction about herself as well as DTM Thomas Abraham and set the tone for the speech.
Yeah, sure. Thank you, Toastmaster Satish Kumar. So, good morning, everyone. This is Anuradha here, and I am from TCS Maitri Champions Toastmasters Club. So, today I have my speaker who is Thomas Abraham, DTM. So, the purpose of the speech is to of this project is to practice applying the feedback and serve as a speech evaluator during the club meeting. The purpose of the speech for the member is to demonstrate their ability to deliver an effective and respectful speech and evaluation speech. So basically, they have to take the evaluation from the previous speech and ensure that it is enabled in the speech. So all the very best, Toastmaster Thomas. Over. Can I have the title so that I can call you?
Discovering myself.
Okay. Thomas Abraham, discovering myself. Discovering myself, Thomas Abraham.
Timer, you don't come into play yet. One word, if I may. The TMOD was generous enough to give me more time, but I know you won't give it. But I wouldn't take it either, not to worry. Johnny ran into my room like a tornado, saying, Thomas, come with me just now. What happened? Some fire or some gang war? No. We are one runner short for the 4 into 400 meters. I want you to run just now. Johnny, peace. Johnny was our final year head cap in the college. We were together in the college basketball team. And as a hostler, I was easy prey for him for a 12th hour recruitment. The fact is, I have run 4 into 100 meters relay in school. And I know that I can run at a fast pace, both 400 meters, 5, 6, whatever. But the truth is, I had never, ever run the 4 into 400 meters relay. So do I tell Johnny, sorry, boss? But then how can I cry off? And what will happen to the college? Third year, forfeiting the race? So by the time we reached the stadium running, the starter was ready with his gun. The inner lane, we had the second year team, practically the college relay team. The second lane was us, the final years. Then you had lanes 3, 4, and 5 for pre-degree and other classes. I was to run the second leg of the 4. Then I realized that in that bunch of second runners was Matthew running for the second year guys. Matthew was fast. He was handsome and the heartthrob of the girls. I knew I was embracing embarrassment, but too late. The race began, and as expected, Matthew got the baton first. And after about 2 meters, I got the baton. Matthew just bolted. I ran after him. My team cheered me, and I accelerated. Or were they jeering me? One thing, I realized that the relative distance between myself and Matthew was just the same. Finally, I finished my race, passed on the baton, and slumped to the ground. Then my team pounced on me. You fool! You ran the entire distance in the second lane. You should have cut into the inner lane halfway. You ran so many feet of extra. Who cares? I was euphoric in my mind. I had learned a major secret that I was probably faster than Matthew the champion. The initial regrets about lost opportunities to win soon gave way to an unexpected set of expectations. Truth is, I didn't get into athletics in college because the college had so many champs. It was my phobia, not wanting to try, not wanting to fail. But ironically, my failed 4 into 400 meters relay exorcised that entire phobia. I launched into athletics big time. The ignominy of being booed in public was more than made up by tons of euphoria and ego boost that every win brought me. For my academics, for my post-graduation, I decided to switch from physics to English literature, respecting my interest and inclination. Soon I realized how much less than the rest of my guys I had my readings in English literature. As the exams reared its ugly head, I panicked. My professor helped me. When my friends went on last day movies and on picnics, I had borrowed my professor's notes and I was copying them letter by letter. Why letter by letter? In the 1970s, there was no Xerox born in India. After my post-graduation, I wrote all the bank officers all India tests. There I found a huge advantage, undue advantage. I could crack both the grammar, literary, vocabulary-related questions as also mathematics. That put me among the toppers all India, 20. The bank, the first one that called us, he gave each of us 20 toppers the department, the function, or the location we asked for. I asked for advertising. And at 21, I launched my dream career in communication, which I consider one of the best things that have happened to me in my life. Because I jettisoned physics and embraced the unknown, Shelley and Shakespeare. Remember a year ago, 2 years ago, because I dared to run the 4 into 400 meters, I discovered the athlete in me. Friends, the unknown, the unseen, the unfamiliar. Are we willing to overcome our diffidence, leave aside our comfort, and explore? It's only when you try you will know. Are you willing to try a new recipe for ice cream, say, or a new banking app, or some new neighbors, or an unusual path, such as humorously speaking? Friends, he who dares wins. It takes a kiss to find the prince who is now hiding as an ugly frog. Toastmaster, are you ready to try and discover yourself? Thank you.
Thank you so much, Deaton Thomas Abraham. I'm just searching for the other Toastmasters, whether they're still there or they became so euphoric that they started running now itself. It was so exciting and thrilling. Thank you so much for that speech. And it rang two things in me. Like one is I started running off late, but yes, I never thought I could run at 10 kilometers. I did it. I literally ran. And second is advertising is my favorite subject always. Thank you so much. Uh, now I would like to invite table topic master Manoj Chaudhari, Toastmaster Manoj Chaudhari. Table topics is a session where impromptu speeches are given by the participants, the meeting members or the guests, based on the theme given by the table topic master, and the time is 2 to 3 minutes. And I would like to invite Toastmaster Manoj Chaudhari. We don't know where he is now, where is he sailing? Because he's a man who has been sailing for many years and now he has landed. Still, he keeps traveling across the world to ensure that all the sailors are safe with his experience and knowledge to make the vessels safer. Let us welcome Toastmaster Manoj Chaudhari, the table topic master.
Thank you, Satish sir, for your warm introduction. So today I'll be the table topic master and I will be giving you table topics pertaining to the environmental awareness. Hope people can share their views on the environmental part. So please raise your hands virtually so that I can start giving the topic. So I am seeing Mr. The TM Toastmaster Jaishankar has raised his hand. So can we have Toastmaster Jaishankar?
Yeah, hi, table topic master. I am ready to take up the topic.
So first topic of the day is if you could invent one device to solve the environmental problem, what would be and why?
Definitely. As in the beginning of the meeting or the questions raised by the President Alex regarding the politicians, if I can invent a mission, I will invent a set of missions which can be best politicians. And I will use my learnings on artificial intelligence and the latest technologies so that at least the new missions can rule the state and country so that the law and all the things will be in the proper place. So I would say that environment, not only the natural environment and the humans needs and the lifestyle is also one of the environment I consider. So there is a lack and there is a lot of confusion in that going on, as everybody we spoke about it. Definitely, now the era is changing and the world is changing towards artificial intelligence, machine learnings, and robotics robots are up and coming in the way. So definitely, they are going to take a large, vital role in everybody's life, or maybe they can be part of human beings' activities. So why not on politics as well? So that would be a great idea that even everybody will think that if it can reason and do a lot of good things, then we can hand over the responsibilities to the man-made machine, which will serve for man and his environment can be saved. Thank you. Back to the TT master.
Thank you, Toastmaster Jaishankar. That was really thoughtful of having the artificial intelligence and robotics in environmental issues to solve the environmental issues. So my next topic is I will be giving to Mr. Toastmaster Sadashiv. Sadashivam has raised his hand.
Yes, TTM. Good
Yeah.
morning.
Good morning, Toastmaster Sadashiv. So your topic for today is, if you are given the power to ban one product or practices that harms environment, what would be?
Thank you. It's a wonderful topic. The whole theme related to sustainability is awesome. And it made me feel euphoria. That is a word of the day. Thank you. And my choice would be ban the factories which creates polythene covers. Why? Because we did a campaign to stop using polythene covers locally a decade ago. The response I got from the local shop that we receive polythene covers, public is looking for polythene covers for packing fruits, vegetables, and other items. If the government is not going to manufacture the polythene covers, why should we use and give it to the public? Even that is a feel the shoppers are having. So my strong recommendation would be ban the policy manufacturing process itself. Instead, now what happening is shoppers are taking 2 rupees or 5 rupees and giving the polythene covers which can be destroyed in a few days or few months. Instead, the government can recommend to manufacture cloth bags using old cloths or something like that and give it to public, or install a lending machine on the street itself so that public can take the bags and use it for their shopping. Our TM Satish Kumar sir mentioned what that is just passing the responsibility to others is a characteristics of a public nowadays. He mentioned it for using the bottles in the olden times. People then the factory shifted their responsibility to the public, and then it has become using the polythene covers. So for banning the polythene covers, the government has to take action. That's my thought. Thank you. Over to you, TTM.
Thank you, Toastmaster Sadashivam. That was a wonderful thought from you, like banning the plastic polythene packaging factories. So next speaker, I will like to invite Toastmaster Murugesan. So my topic for you, Toastmaster Murugesan, is share your thought on how urbanization is affecting natural habitats and wildlife.
Thank you. Thank you to TM Manoj for giving this opportunity. See, as we are moving, so the city is expanding, the urbanization is expanding, the infrastructure is expanding, but as we cannot avoid this, but how we can streamline is we can take some messages who are in advanced stage of urbanization, like Japan or other countries, how they streamlined the urbanization in a proper way, even though it was so much crowded, the intensity was more compared to our city, but they are well streamlined. Even the traffic rules they are following, even the cars pollutions, how they are maintaining, and the water pollutions, air pollution, everything, how they are maintaining. So we have to get their experience and get their messages from them, and we have to implement. But we cannot avoid the growth. So in that way, we can definitely improve ourselves. Particularly if you take the water pollutions, drainages, so all this, if you consider Velachery lake. So most of the during the flood season in our area, all are were polluted. All the drainages were, many of them are without the proper norms. No, they are sending to that lake. So the entire water was polluted. So in that way, we can streamline that, and we can properly implement. The government has to implement properly. So we cannot put blame for everything to the government. So as a citizen, as a person who is as a habitant of Chennai, we have to take some responsibilities how to dispose the things, how to do a proper um, uh, drainage, all these things. So we have to take some responsibility in that. So in that way, we can improve ourselves. And certain things like using very less polluted, like using rather than a petrol. Now battery form is also improving. So in that way, we can improve also. Thank you, Manoj, for giving this opportunity.
Thank you, Toastmaster Murugesan. And that was really wonderful thought about the environmental challenges. So my next speaker would be Toastmaster Vignesh. Raise his hand.
Yeah.
Vigneshwar, my topic for you is, if you could spend a day in wild, which one it would be? If you spend a day as an animal in wild, which one it would be? And what environmental threats would you face?
Yeah, it was a nice topic. Thank you, Toastmaster Manoj, for the wonderful topic. So if I want to be in the wild for a day, I would choose to be a eagle. So eagle is one of the best wild animal. So you can say it's a wild bird. So basically, it's try to fly high. So if it's being chased, it will not try to go low or go above. It will go beyond the sky, and it will and what you say. So it will cut off the persons who like to catch. So I will be an eagle, and I would like to be the wildest one. So recently I seen a video so where an eagle was got affected by his wings, and he was standing in the roads of the nearby the wild. So some people took care of it, even if it is eagle, and it has the opportunity. So we all haven't mind. We all have a heart. So likewise, the eagle, being a wild animal and being a wild creature bird, it just gone through the process of healing, and it stayed in the place. And when it was back with his injury was solved, so that eagle was there in one of the stadium, and they try to open the eagle for each and every match what they have in that particular stadium, and it didn't go to the wild. So it was grateful for the persons who helped it, and it stayed with them. So I want to be an eagle, and thank you for the wonderful opportunity, and over to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Vigneshwar. You want to be an eagle, very good. So I would like new members, guest who have joined to share their thoughts. This is a very good platform. So Toastmaster Navnita, are you interested to take the topic?
Yeah, sure.
So my topic for you is, imagine explaining the importance of recycling to someone who has never heard of it. What would you say to him?
Okay. Yeah. Thank you, Toastmaster Manoj, for the opportunity. Yeah, it's a it's always, I think, for someone who, I think I had this experience when I was first, I think, in the industry, right? I think I took as a instructor, Java instructor role for a few days. And this is where, people who were in the industry for, the non-IT industry for maybe 30, 40 years, I think that was my first person that I had to teach him what is computer. Okay, so it's like I can see something related to that. Probably I would um, just show, if I've seen videos, in the sea, if you have a plastic, and how it affects the fish, right? Or even in forest, we just probably sometimes throw glasses or plastics, and if it, if a elephant or if any animal hits that, I think how it can affect. So basically, I would probably show one of those videos where how it can injure an animal, and how they go through the pain. I think showing that, probably the other person would understand the impact of that, and they will probably quickly can relate to it and understand how it is important. Thank you, Toastmaster Manoj. Over to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Navnita. That was really wonderful thought from your side. So next, any volunteers, like new members, guests? We have still 3 topics remaining. So I urge, please raise your hand. Okay. I think topic is not so hard.
Yeah, there is Anbarasan.
Yeah, Anbarasan. So Toastmaster Anbarasan is there. So can we have Anbarasan? So my topic for Toastmaster Anbarasan is, are you there?
Yes, sir. Please go ahead.
Yeah. So what does the phrase think globally, act locally means to you in terms of environmental action?
Oh, sorry, sir. Can you repeat?
What does the phrase think globally, act locally means to you in terms of environmental action?
Okay. So first of all, when I hear about the phrase, I want to recall the today's word, Ephobia. So I'm the state of Ethiopia to providing a speech in table topics. The phrase is called global. Global, according to me, whether it is locally or international. Global. So the today is the world become, I would say, global. So every are interconnected together. Whatever happens across the country, we came to know because of the technologies nowadays. So whatever happened in around the world, so we came to know through either Twitter or Instagram. Whatever happened in the across the world, we came to know very easily through the technologies. So the world is become very interconnected to each and everyone. That's it, sir. I don't recall anything.
Okay, sir. Okay, very good. So next, very good, Toastmaster Anbarasan. So my next topic, I saw Anuradha, Toastmaster Anuradha. Are you there? Are you ready to take the topic?
Yes, Manoj. Yeah, I can take it.
Yeah. So my topic for you is, what is the one small change you have made in your daily life to reduce your environmental carbon footprint?
Okay, I may not be appropriate to the topic, but what I have understood, I will just go with that. So what I feel is being as a small kid from the start of my life, I always have got this information from my parents and also from my teachers in the school to throw the small paper in the dustbin. But it is a very small thing which we always get to hear from our surrounding people. But small things also we have to do it consistently to make ourselves very clean in our society. So this small thing, I always emphasize my kid and also whoever is staying around me to keep the environment clean. So this comes from our home first. So it can be a small thing like unwrapping a chocolate and throwing it away, but we have to keep it in our dustbin only rather than just putting it away. We will be most of the time. I have observed that the kids or many adults they feel very lazy and they will just keep it and they will think that okay, once later if I start moving from that place, then I will throw this particular trash into dustbin. So that is how the small things are getting delayed and later we tend to forget that, and that habits also the same is passed on to our kids or next generation or whoever it is getting the same thing. So I would say, like, whenever you feel that the small things needs to be done immediately, do it that minute itself. Don't delay in that action, so that we might tend to forget and we might be also setting as a bad example to the others. So I wanted all of us to do this small habit change if you are not doing it, at least from today, and that is also from this minute onwards. Thank you, and over to you, Manoj.
Thank you, Toastmaster Anuradha. That was really wonderful. Small habits makes a big difference. So I think only one or two topics. One guest.
Milton, sir, I am speaking.
Yeah, Milton, are you interested?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So my topic for you is what lessons can we learn from our communities about living in harmony with nature? What are the lessons can
Harmony with nature.
nature, right?
Nice, sir. That is one is nature. What you told is so nice. Another is human nature. It is human nature that is affecting the real nature. If it is if it is not there, the nature will be, if we left to it, nature will be a wonderful thing. Even in the, as you said, some environmental aspects, I was seeing, even in the forests, the people are, authorities are allowing to go into the, even where the wild animals are there. So that should not be done. And that is one thing. And regarding the everyday in harmony means we have to take at least few minutes to plant a garden, and also to walk, minimum to walk in the garden, and to spend some time with the plants and the trees. And in Osho commune, I have seen in Pune, they are hugging the trees, and also they are speaking with the trees. And and I am able to see that the trees are also in return speaking in somehow it is in this one way. And the listening to the voice of the trees is very important. And this will, the way in which we understand the harmony will be helping to understand the voice of the nature, and also to avoid the pitfalls in the human nature. Thank you so much, TT Master.
Thank you, Milton. That was really wonderful from you to be in harmony with nature. So my last topic for today will be to our TM Modi. He is also enthusiast about environment. So can we have our TM?
Not sure whether Manoj, whether time will permit further. We have already
Brief, short, sir, short, just 1 minute. I
fine,
think
thank
you are.
you. Go ahead. Yeah.
So imagine you are Earth speaking to humanity. What message would you give?
I would only say, we talk about Matrubhumi, Mother Earth, and all this in our culture. But I'll only request all the humanity to say that, to not to exploit me. As a human, you all have exploited every part of me, be it the seas, be it the mountains, be it the glaciers, and everything is exploited for all your greed. And you have taken so many minerals out of me and built. It has gone to an extent that you have built such buildings and such structures which are much larger than anyone expected. Someday I'll become eccentric because you construct so many things without any thought in a dense location, and obviously the physics that you all learned, the mighty human being, will definitely tell you that I become eccentric. Once I become eccentric, neither me nor you can survive. My dear human, please do not allow your eccentricity to make me eccentric. So please save me, save yourself. Let's be in harmony. Thank you so much. Back to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster TMOD Satish sir. So it was really wonderful, thoughtful by all our Toastmaster members and the guests. So I would like to wind up a table topic session. Over to you, TMOD.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Manoj Chaudhari. It's very interesting topics you've chosen, and these topics are very close to my heart. And by making people think and speak about the environmental issues, I'm sure it is going to make a difference bit by bit so that we have a better world for tomorrow's generations. With this, we are going into the next session of the meeting 297, the evaluations. Now, I would like to invite evaluator 1, Vijay Kumar, to submit his evaluation report.
You will have to call the general evaluator.
Okay. Maybe I would invite DTM Priyank, general evaluator, to proceed with the evaluation session.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the Day, Toastmaster Satish. We are coming to the most important section of any Toastmasters meeting, where we provide the constructive and positive evaluation of the prepared speeches for the peers. Today we had two great speeches, and to evaluate distinguished Toastmaster Satish Menon's speech, we have Toastmaster Vijay Kumar, who is the director at Exeter Premedia Services, and he is passionate about learning new things, traveling, public speaking skills, and pushing boundaries. May I now invite Toastmaster Vijay Kumar to evaluate distinguished Toastmaster Satish Menon's speech.
Thank you so much, General Evaluator, Toastmaster DTM Priyank. Good morning, fellow Toastmasters and guests. Satish Menon, thank you for taking us back to 70s through your engaging speech. Your speech had a clear structure, and it made it very easy to follow key points in your speech. The personal story you shared was very engaging, and it added authenticity to your speech. It had good expressions full of enthusiasm, and the physical gestures were used very effectively. The hand gestures especially were used very well. And the speech was well prepared, and the confidence in delivering the speech is great, naturally. Your speech flowed well, and it enumerated a lots of content related to growing up in 70s, like what is the life of Gen X that we lived. Lots of information about the early decades, how we took the diversity as positively, where there is no social media. It's only reading newspapers and real games instead of mobile games. Learning the subjects effectively rather than for marks and timeliness of the local trains. So it overall connected well with the audience, and the speech with the experience of growing up in 70s was well narrated. One of your strengths is your vocal variety, your tone shifts, which keep the audience engaged, and your pauses after key statements. It actually keeps us understand your message very clearly. One area to consider is to have a better eye contact, which I think it could be because of the online platform Zoom also, which doesn't make the contact very effective. So overall, the speech is very well prepared, and the vocal variety and the body language were done very well. Had a very good flow with a real life experience. So you have a natural ability to connect with the audience, and please do keep inspiring us. It always brings a feeling of euphoria whenever we hear your speech. Thank you. And back to you, General Evaluator.
Thank you, Toastmaster Vijay Kumar, for the wonderful evaluation and the constructive feedback. May I now invite Toastmaster Anuradha. She is from TCS Maitri Toastmasters Club. She is serving in the IT industry for more than 12 years and living in Perumbakam with her nuclear family. Can you please evaluate Distinguished Toastmaster Thomas Abraham's speech today?
Yeah, thank you, Toastmaster Priyan. I have discovered myself to evaluate your speech. So I am really thankful for you to deliver such a wonderful speech in this morning. And it really euphoria me and also the inspiring speech. So being the final year student, how you bet this Matthew by embarrassing by embracing your embarrassment was a very impressive part for me, because I can closely relate how when the person was beating the other person, that happiness, that state of mind will really move forward you to keep moving. So this is a very important connection for the audience as well. So that was very well narrated, and how you were having the initial regrets on your college when you are not able to proceed with this athletic goal when you had. So that was also very nicely narrated. So overall, I liked your speech very well, and it was a very good message at the end also. You said that, are you ready to try and discover yourself? So that was a very powerful note you have given to the audience. So that was very well done, I would say. Kudos to you for that. And the most important part is the strength, which I have observed in my speeches. Your opening, the pitch you started when you connected with your friend Johnny on your relay race. That was wonderfully put. I was totally impressed with that start. And the second thing is your pace. I can observe that the pace which you have improved from the start to the end was very connected, and it was not fast and it was not slow. It was a kind of a medium where audience can very well relate it to the content what you have delivered, and the content is amazing. So the content how you are prepared for this title is totally awesome, because I loved it personally, because it was very determined towards each and every aspect of how your progress is all about your speech. So that is very important. And regarding your important takeaways from this particular speech is the quotes which you used. Only you try, then only you will know. And the one you who dares will wins. So, and the dreams career in communication. So these are the touching lines, I would say, when I evaluate your speech. So I loved it very well. And the one important recommendation, or a small recommendation, I would say, you can add a little more suspense element when you share some small winning moment when you bet this Matthew. Maybe that could be one of the things which makes audience still more attached to your speech from the story. So I feel like that is not a major important element, but if you could add that, that will be helping you to progress really well in the upcoming speeches when you narrate the story. So I feel like this is one evaluation which I can, which is one recommendation which I can tell you as part of my observation. But overall, I loved your speech, Thomas. Thank you so much for giving me this opportunity.
Thank you, Toastmaster Anuradha. May I now invite Timer Toastmaster Sivakumaran to present the report for today's meeting.
Yeah, thank you, DTM Priyan. So all the speeches went under the correct stipulated time. We don't have any disqualifications or nobody taken more time than the given range. So I will go with each speech. Prepared speech, DTM Satish Menon given spoke on the topic growing up in 70s. He took 6 minutes 13 seconds. DTM Thomas Abraham given in the topic discovering myself, which has taken 7 minutes 14 seconds. Then table topics, Jaishankar spoke in one device to solve environmental problems. He has taken 1 minute 47 seconds. Sadasivam has spoke on power to ban one product or practices which affects environment, taken 2 minutes 3 seconds. TM Murugesan spoke on how urbanization is affecting natural habitats and wildlife. He has taken 2 minutes 1 seconds. TM Vignesh spoke on spend a day as an animal in wild and what environmental issues he would face. He has taken 1 minute 32 seconds to deliver his speech. TM Navanita given speech on explained recycling to someone who never heard it. He has taken 1 minute 35 seconds to cover it. Guest Anbarasan spoke on think globally, act globally means what it means in terms of environmental action to him. He has taken 1 minute 15 seconds to give his speech. TM Anuradha spoke on small changes you made to change environmental carbon footprint. They have taken 1 minute 46 seconds to deliver the speech. Milton given speech on lessons we can learn from harmony with nature. He covered it in 1 minute 30 seconds. And at last, TMOD Satish spoke on Earth speaking to humanity. What is the message it will give to them? He covered it in 1 minute 35 seconds. And at last, for evaluation speech, Vijay Kumar has given his evaluation in 2 minute 36 seconds. And Anuradha has given their speech in 3 minute 5 seconds. Yeah, this is my timer report, Priyan. Over to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Sivakumaran, for the detailed, dedicated timers report. May I now request the R-Counter Toastmaster Santosh to present your report for the meeting.
Thank you, General Evaluator. My report is here. Speaker 1, DTM Satish Menon, used R one time. And Speaker 2, DTM Thomas, used one time. For the table topic session, table topic speaker number 1, Toastmaster Jay Shankar used R 2 times. Table topic speaker number 2, Toastmaster Sadasivam used R 2 times, one time. Table topic speaker number 3, Toastmaster Dr. Murugesan used R 3 times, so one time. The speaker number 4, Toastmaster Vigneshwar used R one time, and so 2 times for the repeated word. Table topic speaker number 5, Toastmaster Navanithan used R 3+ times. Table topic speaker number 6, Toastmaster Anbarsan R used 3+ times, so 1 time repeated word. And table topic speaker number 6, Toastmaster Anuradha used R 1 time, so 2+ times. And table topic speaker number 7, Toastmaster Milton used R 3+ times. The final Toastmaster Satish Kumar, table topic speaker number 8, used R 1 time. Moving to the general evaluation session, evaluator number 1, Toastmaster Vijay used and repeated word 1 time. And evaluator number 2, Toastmaster Anuradha R 3 times and 2 times. It's my end of the report. Over to you, General Evaluator. Thank you for the opportunity.
Thank you, Toastmaster Santosh, for presenting a clear, crisp, and to-the-point report. May I now call upon the grammarian of the day, Toastmaster Karthik, to present the report.
Thank you, General Evaluator, and once again, good morning, everyone. Here comes my grammarian report. The Toastmasters who use the word of the day is DTM Priyan, DTM Thomas T. Abraham, Satish Kumar, Toastmaster Sadashivam Kannan, Toastmaster Anbarasan, Toastmaster Vijay, and Toastmaster Anuradha, and a few improper grammatical usage. One of the Toastmasters used was got affected. It could be he was affected or got affected. And one more Toastmaster he used bold is become. So the correct usage is bold has become. And coming to the quotes thought which I like the most, our DTM Satish Menon, he used indispensable, flowery language and roll in. DTM Thomas T. Abraham used a society that fails to learn from history is doomed. Easy prey, forfeit, heartthrob of the girls, ironically, booed, jettisoned, he who dares wins. And Satish Kumar TMOD used to ponder with, eccentric, and Toastmaster Murugesan used streamlined. Toastmaster Manoj used think globally, act locally. Small habits make big difference. Toastmaster Anuradha used emphasize, embracing your embarrassment, which was used by TM Thomas Abraham again. Toastmaster Milton used human nature is affecting the real nature. And Toastmaster Vijay used enumerate. With this, I end my grammarian report. Thank you, and over to you, DTM Prem.
Thank you, Grammarian Toastmaster Karthik. That shows the high quality meeting. The Grammarian's report will always show the kind of meetings that we have. I will now present my evaluation report. The roles were all filled and the clean, crisp agenda was sent out. I could see on this chilly morning, everybody could have chosen to curl up in the bedsheet and slept, but most of them here before 7 doing the audio video check, handing over the Zoom keys and credentials. Big round of applause to everybody who was here on a Wednesday morning, early before 7 a.m. and still staying here and committed to self-development and growth. And I would like to appreciate the Toastmaster of the day for coming up with a nice theme and making us all reflect on how our past will always predict the future, and the present, whatever we are doing in the present, is going to determine the future. So today we have committed ourselves to self-development that will show up in tomorrow's results. We had two high voltage speeches which made us warm in this cold weather. That was a great feast. It was a nice breakfast, I would say, filling up our appetite early in the morning. And the tag team did a fantabulous job. It is in the small thing that happen, right? So the smallest thing when done great, the big thing gets done greater. So the tag team did an amazing job and presented a very clear report, helping all the speakers become amazing speakers. And coming to the evaluations, both the evaluators were considerate, sympathetic, and they gave appropriate and relevant feedback for the speakers to take their speeches to the next level. Overall, we had a great meeting that started well on time, and I think we are also on time, on track in finishing the meeting. With that, kudos and great job to all those who were here in this meeting and made it great, and who were behind the show making this meeting a success. And looking forward to the milestone meeting 300 as well. And passing the control back to the Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Satish.
Thank you so much, DTM Priyank. I'm still wondering from where you draw so much energy to be a leader of and ensure that the general evaluations are done so well. And thank you so much, all the role players, timer, Shivakumaran, table topic master, TM Manoj, and evaluators Vijay Kumar and Toastmaster Anuradha, and also the R counter Santosh and grammarian Vijay Kumar. Thank you so much for all your dedicated efforts to make this a successful and productive meeting. Now I would like to invite the Sergeant at Arms to launch the polls for the table topic session and all the other sessions, other meetings. Now I would like to invite the listening master to launch his quiz to ensure that where we are standing in terms of listening to each other. Listening master, Toastmaster Sivakumaran.
Thank you again, TM Satish Kumar. So I will go with the questions. The first question is, can somebody tell me what is the theme of today's table topic speech?
Environmental awareness.
Okay, that's right. Thank you. When Sadasivam was giving his speech to ban one product or practices, which one he suggested?
Plastic bags.
Okay. Then when TM Anuradha was speaking, she wanted to develop a small habit consistently. What it is?
So we make paper in the waste bin.
Correct. Okay. Who ran along with DTM Thomas Abraham in 400-meter relay?
Matthew.
Nice, thank you. Then which machine Jaishankar will invent to solve environmental problem?
Politician.
No.
Human.
Yeah, I would like to get one more term with robotics.
Robots.
Yeah, he mentioned AI and robots, artificial intelligence and robotics. Okay, nice. In Vignesh's speech, he will choose which animal to be his
Eagle.
Okay. Okay. TM Navneeta will explain the importance of recycling with the help of what?
Video.
Sure. By showing a video, he will explain the
Computer.
importance. No, video is the correct answer.
Yeah, video.
When Milton was giving his speech, he mentioned which nature is actually affecting real nature.
Human nature.
Correct, human nature. And when DTM Satish was delivering his speech, he mentioned the cricketer and what is the speciality of him.
Sunil Gavaskar.
And what is the speciality?
Straight drive.
Street player.
Yeah, he's Sunil Gavaskar and his speciality is straight drive. And Bombay is famous for one certain thing. DTM Satish Menon mentioned. Can you tell me what it is?
Discipline, and people are valued for their work, not for their designations.
Correct. And in terms of buses, he mentioned something.
Bus queue and yeah, train timings.
You can learn new words.
Punctuality of the train timings.
Yeah, almost all the answers are correct. I was looking for standing in line to board a bus. That is a culture which Bombay is.
Queue. I said queue.
Oh, okay. Yeah, queues. Okay. And when Murugesan was mentioning about which is affecting the urbanization, which country he want everyone to follow to implement. Okay, correct. Okay, I have all my questions covered. Thanks for the opportunity, TM Satish Kumar. Over to you.
Thank you so much, Sivakumaran. You ensured that we all heard, we all were listening. Well. And now with this, we are coming to the end of the meeting. Sergeant at Arms, is the voting done completed?
You can hand over to me, sir. You can hand over to me.
Sorry?
You can hand over to me. I'll check with
the I'll do that. Yeah. Okay. Over to you, Presiding Officer.
All right. Thank you. Thank you, Toastmaster of the Day, Satish Kumar, and other role players. You deserve a big round of applause. Let's give a big round of applause to all the role players, speakers, and evaluators. It's been a fantastic day. So what was so special about today's meeting is 80% of our members, more than 85% of members are here today on Wednesday morning. So for me, a best meeting means these are some of the highlights of best meeting. Members attending proper speeches, great evaluation, participation in table topics. All these things happen today. So a big round of applause to all the members and the role players. And thank you for our guest speaker, Thomas T. Abraham and Anuradha for evaluation. Probably we'll hear it from them. Would you like to share some thoughts, Thomas sir and Anuradha?
Sure. You are not respecting ladies first.
Okay.
Yeah, okay, I'll go.
I didn't
I'll
see
go.
her on the camera. That's why.
First of all,
Okay.
I've always said this: wake up is a great idea. Wake up, the morning meeting is a great idea. Second, I have only got sweet memories of so many meetings I've attended in person. I still yearn for that because I'm here. I'm missing the sun rays, which after the meeting, when we have tea, it will kiss our cheeks. I'm missing all that. So do call me for a physical meeting. Third, for today, for me, this tinge of nostalgia and euphoria was delivered to me by those DTM Satish Menon, because I have lived for long years in Mumbai in 1970s and in 2010 past. So I still love that city. Great city to learn from. And lastly, I like the way you tangentially put the message across of ecology in table topics, which will be better remembered than somebody coming and giving you a lecture here. So I liked every bit of this, and the participation was good. I'm glad I attended this meeting. Look forward to physical meeting. I want to feel the sun in wake up. Thank you very, very much.
So thank you, Thomas sir. So Thomas sir is from Medley Toastmasters Club. He is a wordsmith, which is another Toastmasters club. He comes to wake up, and he's also a Phoenix bird, and he has a 360 dimension to everything. So all these are Toastmaster Club names. Thank you, Thomas sir. Thanks a lot. Right, Anuradha.
Yeah, thanks, Alex. Always, I love this Wake Up Chennai Toastmasters meetings because I am an early riser. Every time, whenever I wanted to have a club in the morning meetings, it is a go-to club for me to come here and learn a lot. Every time, whenever I come and join, definitely there will be learning for me, where I also take that learning and try to incorporate the same in my club as well. So that is one motivation which keeps me to come and join this meeting. But at times I missed to join because of some personal commitments. So, but I definitely looking forward to join in the upcoming sessions. Today, I overall loved this meeting because we had two speeches from our DTMs. Both are DTMs. That was the first privilege I had because I never heard speeches before from the DTMs. So, and also I had a golden opportunity to evaluate them also. So that was a privilege to me. And the environmental theme, which was set up from our Manoj sir for this TTM, was also a tremendous job. He picked the topics in a very careful way and given it to each and every member. And he's very interested in doing it. Even if we don't have time, he pulled two members extra and did it. So kudos to him. And finally, the Priyank was an excellent evaluator. So today, the overall proceedings of the meeting went really well. And thanks, Alex, for giving me this opportunity for asking me the feedback. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Anuradha. Thanks a lot. TCS Maitri, I have another friend on TM Anuradha again. So we have two Anuradhas from TCS Maitri. Thanks for joining. And any guests who would like to give a feedback, probably we can have one feedback. Especially those who are joining for the very first time. Anybody would like to give a feedback? Anbarasan?
Yeah, probably this is my second meeting.
Right.
So, as usual, this is very interesting and beautiful session. So this is what I am expected. Hope everybody enjoy the session. Thank you.
Thank you, Anbarasan, and we request you to join for the next meeting as well. All right.
Sure.
So we have the 300th meeting coming, so we'll have the details updated soon, and request all the members and guests to join for the 300th meeting as well. So now we will Sergeant at Arms, the
Yeah,
results
the
ready?
result is ready. Yeah.
All right, kindly publish the results, Sergeant at Arms.
Yeah. In today's meeting, we have the best role player for general evaluator, distinguished Toastmaster Brain. And best tag role player is backed by Toastmaster Karthik for grammarian role. And best speaker is distinguished Toastmaster Thomas Abangav. And best evaluator is Toastmaster Anuradha. And best table topic speaker is backed by Toastmaster Sarasio.
All right, fantastic. Right, so let's have a quick picture. Or how is it? What is the plan, Vigneshwar?
Yeah, you could have one minute. Probably I will focus the winners first.
So we'll have a group photo, individual pictures I'll send for the posters.
Okay, fine. Yeah.
So can you switch on the video, please?
Yeah, fine. So I will say 3, 2, 1, and then we'll take a picture. 3, 2, 1. Yeah, done.
Thank you so much. With this, I adjourn this meeting. And next meeting is a special meeting. We will have some exciting sessions next week. So kindly join. Floor is open for networking. If any guests would like to know a little more